a Friday night. Heard the jukebox rock. I heard the door bell.
Hi everybody, welcome to What Does It Take? We have a fabulous show for you this week, and I want to tell you that we have on our show some of the top executives, presidents of record companies, musicians, singers, and performers. We have a fabulous show this week. We have Mr. Patrick Hicks. We also have on our show, we have James Dunston, who is a singer-songwriter, artist, and we have a fabulous new group out of Los Angeles called Keston. They'll be with us a little later on in the program. If you want to come onto our program, please send us a picture and a tape, and we will look at everything, and we'll have you on our program rocking out with the rest of us. So stay tuned, stay with us as we find out together, what does it take? Hi everybody, welcome back to What Does It Take? I'm here with my first guest from Musicians Institute, Patrick Hicks. How you doing, Patrick?
Hi Eric, nice to see you.
Good to see you. How you doing today?
Great, good shape.
Good. Patrick, I wanted to ask you a question on your school that's doing very successful. How did the school originate?
Well, originated in 1976. Howard Roberts was a studio guitar player for many years in Hollywood here, and he was an educator as well, and I was a music businessman, so we put our heads together and designed this school for aspiring professional guitar players, which up to that time there had never been such a thing.
Right.
And it was an idea whose time had come, and classes began in March of 1977 and have been going full speed ever since.
Really? And how is the school now successfully?
Well,
worldwide, right?
It's a world famous school. It's a one-of-a-kind school. We have close to 1,500 students in the school, 800 guitar players, 300 drummers, 300 bass players roughly, and a couple hundred singers.
Now, what do you have actually, if I was going to be enroll into your school, what would I be in, what's the categories we do cover?
Well, okay, first we started as a guitar school, and that was original GIT. In fact, that's what's on my sweatshirt here.
Guitar Institute of Technology.
Yes,
right.
And then we added the Bass Institute, and then we added the Percussion Institute, which is really not a percussion school, it's a drum school, but we still call it Percussion Institute. And then just recently we added a vocal school, because in the music business you're going to have to be pretty versatile, and you're going to have to be able to sing as well as play. So those are the four schools within the parent school, which is a Musicians Institute, which is a lot easier to say Musicians Institute than to rattle off four names every time you answer the phone.
I understand now you have facilities for audio and video also in this facility of your school.
Yes, this is a contemporary music school. In other words, our students come there to make a career of music, and so you know, video is a very important part of their career now. So we do a lot of training in video as well as taping of students. We use it primarily for them to review after they'll do a performance. We'll videotape their performance, and then we'll let them have the tape and watch themselves perform.
Excellent.
And also we'll do a few demo tapes, not for every student, but for some of the students we'll do some demo tapes that they can take out of the school and use.
I see. Is it, in the environment of your school, what else goes on inside?
Well, MI that's a good description of the school. It's an environment. More than anything else, it's a place where musicians like to come. They thrive in it. It's a very prolific environment as far as creativity. The students come from all over the world. There's this constant back and forth of information and ideas. There's a cultural exchange from different students from different parts of the world. It's a very exciting, very inspirational place to be. And if you're going to be an artist of any kind, and particularly a musician, you're going to have to be inspired. And that's, I think, one of the main things that happens there.
I think that's fantastic that you actually are the president of this school, because the school is worldwide known.
Yes.
And also, I understand that what happens when a student graduates from your school?
Well, we claim about a 70% employment rate. We're, by definition, a vocational school. In other words, we're training people for careers. And we are pretty proud of our record of graduates. About 70% of them are gainfully employed in the music business. Not all are stars, but they're doing a variety of things, whether they're clinicians and endorsees of products for manufacturers. They're teachers, but primarily they're players. They go out and they play anywhere from the Holiday Inn to the Forum. And
fantastic. Also, is it so that you have a music referral service out of Musicians Institute?
Yes, like any good trade school, finding jobs for our graduates is a very important part of what we offer.
I see.
And we'll place about 50 graduates a month in our graduates and students, by the way. They can also work while they're going to school. And we have some pretty famous
students come out of your school?
Yeah, they're starting to. Well, Jennifer Batten is a good example. She's the lead guitarist for the Michael Jackson band. Scott Henderson is the guitarist for Joe Zawinul, which is the Weather Report group.
Oh, excellent.
Frank Gambale is the guitarist for Chick Corea.
Chick.
Oscar Cartaya is a bass player for Spyro Gyra. Young man Paul Gilbert is a new rock sensation. Was with a group called Racer X and now formed a band with Billy Sheehan recently. And Maria Martinez is a drummer with a band called Climax, and we can go on and on.
Boy, I see everybody early in the morning going over there with their axes in their hands.
Yeah, you walk down Hollywood Boulevard and you see them, you can spot them a mile away. They're going down with their little GIT signs and MI signs.
That's right.
Yeah.
And referral service. Did we hit up on referral service with your school?
Well, yes. What happens there is we're getting a good reputation because we turn out some really fine musicians.
Right.
So that means that's the place to call. Richard Elliott, by the way, recently called and asked for a band he was putting together. He came down to audition 17 trios just this last weekend and picked one. And Paul Hansen is one of our graduates, did a movie called Back to the Future with Michael J. Fox.
Great.
And they called and asked for somebody to train him on how to make the moves on the guitar. So they they hired Paul to do the job, and he did a little bit of the soundtrack and actually played in the movie. He was in the background in the band.
Fantastic. Patrick, let me ask you, I noticed you have a great staff over at the school.
Yes, yes.
Everybody seems very organized there.
Well, because we're in Hollywood, we're blessed with some of the finest musicians in the world live and work in Hollywood, so that's the reason we picked Hollywood for where we located the school.
Okay.
And we have access to some of the great players who either live and work there or passing through. Like we'll get visiting faculty, big name visiting faculty that'll pass through town and stop by and do a seminar. And
excellent.
And then on staff, they may be well, Joe Pass, who's a very famous jazz guitarist, Tommy Tedesco, the top studio guitar player in the business, and Billy Sheehan is not a regular because he's very busy on his tours, but he comes in and does workshops for us. And
seminars, what type of seminars actually?
Well, we let the people who come in, the visiting faculty come in and we don't tell them what to do. We say do whatever you want to do. You can either talk on any subject you want to talk on. We don't care if he disagrees with our philosophy of the school. That's better. The student gets a broader...
Do we have top labels like Fender, Roland, Casio, Yamaha?
Yeah. Fender has sponsored scholarships to our school, the Eric Clapton Scholarship, Yngwie Malmsteen Scholarship.
And how do the students go about getting to enroll or get involved into that type of scholarship?
Well, the scholarships are kind of few and far between. They just come as we don't have any control over that. We're not we're a proprietary school, so we don't have any grants coming from endowments and things.
Well, let me ask you this, Patrick. What does it take to get enrolled in your school?
Well,
of this day and age right now.
It's not a school for beginners. We do have a prep school for beginners, but our main school is a year-long, full-time resident school where you go 5 days a week, 5-6 hours a day, for a year. And so you've got to have your basics down. You've got to be able to play a little bit, and not because it's hard, it's just intense. There's just so much information that if you're not at least proficient on the instrument, it gets by you.
Excellent. Well, Patrick, we're out of time. It's been great having you here. Yeah. Musicians Institute it's in Hollywood, and this is the president of the school, Mr. Patrick Hicks. I want to thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Eric, for having me. Appreciate it.
And stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're back now. Welcome to What Does It Take? I'm here with James Dunston. I met James Dunston at the Songwriters Showcase in Hollywood, and I heard some of his music, and he is excellent. How are you doing today, James?
How are you, sir?
Good to see
Nice to
you.
meet you.
And I wanted to ask you, with your music, this song that you're going to perform for us, what is it called?
It's called I Want to Know. I started writing the song in early January, and actually I finished it about 3 weeks before I came out to California, being that I'm from New Jersey.
You're from New Jersey?
Yes,
I'm
am.
from New Jersey. Fantastic.
And it was a pretty easy tune to write. You know,
Really?
we got the music done in one evening.
Okay.
You know, the rest of the time was spent doing the vocals, and I think it's a pretty good, you know, song. It's accessible to the public. I think the public will like the song because it has that kind of hook. They go around the beach singing all the time.
I understand from this song you're starting to get Beverly Hills Records and some interest with other labels out there.
Yeah, it's a slow process, but you know, as they say, you have to keep, you know, knocking on the right doors, and you know, when you want to do this for a living, it's perseverance.
Well, how long have you been writing?
I've been writing since I was a child, actually.
Since you were a child.
Started as
a long
poetry.
time. And what is the name of the song again?
I Want to Know.
Just want to test you. Okay, we'll be back with James Dunston singing I Want to Know.
It seems you never cared about my heart. You always seem to play your part in this love. It's true, but anew, you held me in your arms and there I cry. I look up at you and somehow I knew we were through and done. No more love. And I want to know the things that you feel inside. And I want to know the reason why you said goodbye. 'Cause I was always there right by your side. Why did you go? I want to know. At times when our love was not enough, we were cold and distant when things got rough. Me here and you there. I was strong even when you said goodbye. I held on even though there was nothing I could do but cry and ask her why. 'Cause I want to know the things that you feel inside. And I want to know the reason why you said goodbye. 'Cause I was always there right by your side. Why did you go? I want to know. Cause I wanna know the things that you feel inside. And I wanna know the reason why you said goodbye. Cause I was always there right by your side. Why did you go? I wanna know. that you feel inside. And I wanna know the reason why you said goodbye. 'Cause I was always there right by your side. Why did you go? I wanna know.
We're back with What Does It Take with a hot new LA band called Keston. The members are here. I'm going to find out a little bit about the band, what makes them tick, what it's all about. Keston?
Eric.
Nice to meet you. Glad you came down on What Does It Take. I want to ask you, what are the functions of the band at this time? What are you doing?
Well, we're just playing live, trying to have as much fun as possible and rocking and rolling around town.
Are you really? You're playing up on the Strip, Sunset, and looking for that big record deal, I'm sure.
That's what you're always in search of, I guess, but en route, as long as you enjoy